When the hunters become the hunted, will a Navy SEAL's urban warfare training be enough to protect both himself and his passenger? Because the trafficking network had just realized they were dealing with a former special operations soldier, and their response would be military grade. Jake's contact with Special Agent Maria Santos of the FBI's Human Trafficking Task Force immediately changed the operational dynamics. Agent Santos had worked with former SEALs before and recognized both Jake's tactical capabilities and his intelligence value. "Jake, your passenger isn't just a trafficking victim. She's a potential witness to a network we've been investigating for 2 years," Agent Santos explained during their secure communication. "Emma's escape has given us our first real chance to build a case against these criminals." Agent Santos revealed that Jake had inadvertently intercepted Emma during what the FBI believed was a transfer operation. She was being moved from one location to another as part of a trafficking ring that operated across multiple states. "Jake, your military background makes you uniquely qualified to protect Emma while we coordinate a larger operation," Agent Santos continued. "But you need to know that these traffickers have resources we do not normally see, including some law enforcement corruption and access to military-grade surveillance equipment." Jake's SEAL training had prepared him for operations where the enemy had institutional advantages and sophisticated resources. The challenge wasn't just protecting Emma. It was doing so while federal authorities built a case that could dismantle the entire criminal network. But Jake's military experience also told him that sophisticated criminals would respond to his interference with escalating tactics designed to neutralize both him and Emma as threats to their operation. Jake's assessment proved accurate when the trafficking network deployed multiple assets to recapture Emma and eliminate Jake as a witness. Instead of just the original black SUV, Jake found himself dealing with a coordinated pursuit involving 3 vehicles, communications intercepts, and what appeared to be real-time tracking of his location. "Emma, these guys have upgraded their response," Jake said, employing counter-surveillance techniques he'd learned during urban warfare training. "They're not just trying to get you back. They're trying to eliminate both of us as threats to their operation." Jake's military training had included operations in urban environments where hostile forces used civilian infrastructure, local corruption, and superior resources to counter special operations missions. The trafficking network was employing similar tactics, using their knowledge of local law enforcement procedures, civilian authorities, and urban geography to corner Jake and Emma. But Jake's SEAL background had also taught him how to turn urban environments into tactical advantages. His 2 years of rideshare driving had given him detailed knowledge of Chicago's traffic patterns, security camera locations, and building layouts that could be used defensively. "Agent Santos, I need federal backup at these coordinates," Jake radioed, using secure communication protocols that civilian criminals couldn't intercept. The trafficking network is employing sophisticated tactics that suggest either military training or law enforcement corruption. Jake's analysis of the trafficking network's capabilities led to a disturbing discovery. Their operational sophistication suggested connections to organized crime elements with access to military contractors or corrupt law enforcement training. "Emma," Jake said while employing advanced evasion techniques, "tell me about the people running this operation. Did you see anything that suggested military or law enforcement backgrounds?" Emma's response confirmed Jake's suspicions. The main guy, Victor, he talked about his time in security contracting. He knew about surveillance, tactical communication, and he had contacts who could track people through official channels. Jake realized he was dealing with a trafficking network run by former military or law enforcement personnel who were using their professional training to operate a sophisticated criminal enterprise. This explained their coordinated response, their surveillance capabilities, and their ability to corrupt official investigations. But Jake's SEAL training had prepared him for operations against hostile forces with military backgrounds. The criminals might have professional training, but they were using it for profit rather than mission success, a psychological difference that created tactical vulnerabilities. But the trafficking network's military-trained leadership was about to discover that former special operations soldiers protect civilian assets differently than criminals exploit them. Part 4. When Navy SEAL training meets organized crime tactics, Will military honor be enough to defeat criminal corruption?